The RMS Titanic, a name that still echoes with both wonder and sorrow. This grand ship, the largest of its time, was more than just a vessel. She was a floating palace, a symbol of human ingenuity and ambition. People called her unsinkable. Confidence in her design was sky high. Newspapers and magazines boasted about her safety features. The Titanic, they claimed, could withstand any disaster the sea could throw at her. It was this belief, this unwavering faith in technology, that made the Titanic story all the more tragic. For on a cold April night in 1912, the unthinkable happened. The unsinkable ship met her match in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The Titanic was a marvel of engineering built by thousands of workers in Belfast, Ireland. She was massive, over 882 feet long and weighing over 46,000 tons. Her hull was divided into 16 compartments, some designed to stay afloat even if others flooded. This feature contributed to the widespread belief that the Titanic was unsinkable. The ship was not only large but also luxurious. It boasted opulent dining saloons, a swimming pool, a gymnasium, and even a Turkish bath. First-class passengers enjoyed unparalleled comfort and elegance. The Titanic was a testament to the grandeur of the Edwardian era and the stark class divisions that defined it. On April 10th, 1912, the Titanic embarked on her maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City. Excitement filled the air as passengers boarded, eager to experience the opulence and grandeur of the millionaire's special. Among them were some of the wealthiest and most influential people of the time, including John Jacob Astor IV and Benjamin Guggenheim. The first few days of the journey were uneventful. Passengers settled into their routines, enjoying the luxurious amenities and the vastness of the Atlantic Ocean. Little did they know that fate had a cruel twist in store, one that would turn their dreams of a new world into a desperate fight for survival. As the Titanic steamed westward, the sea remained calm. Captain Edward Smith, a veteran seaman, received warnings of ice in the area. These messages, however, did not cause undue alarm. The Titanic was considered incredibly strong, capable of withstanding even the most formidable ice conditions. The night of April 14th was cold and clear, the stars shining brightly above. The Titanic, a beacon of light in the vast darkness, maintained her steady course. In the wireless room, operators received and transmitted messages, unaware that a silent giant was lurking in the ship's path, hidden beneath the surface of the icy water. At 11:40 p.m., the unthinkable happened. Lookout Frederick Fleet spotted an ominous shape emerging from the darkness, an iceberg, its massive form a ghostly silhouette against the starry sky. "Iceberg, right ahead!" he shouted into the phone to the bridge. First Officer Murdoch, in command at the time, reacted swiftly, ordering the ship to turn hard to port or left. The Titanic's engines roared, struggling to turn the massive vessel. But it was too late. The iceberg, a silent and unforgiving force, scraped along the starboard or right side of the ship. Section 6. Chaos in the night. The impact, though it felt like nothing more than a shudder to some, was enough to pierce the Titanic's hull. Seawater rushed into the forward compartments, dooming the unsinkable ship. On the upper decks, confusion reigned. Many passengers, unaware of the severity of the situation, continued their card games or enjoyed the music. As the reality of the situation sunk in, panic spread. Orders were given to uncover the lifeboats. Women and children were ushered towards them, their faces etched with fear and uncertainty. The band played on, their music a haunting melody against the backdrop of chaos and despair. Section 7. Into the depths. As the night wore on, the Titanic's bow sank lower and lower into the icy water. The lifeboats, many of them only partially filled, pulled away from the sinking ship, their occupants rowing towards the safety of the darkness. On board, the remaining passengers and crew faced their fate with a mixture of courage and despair. At 2:20 a.m., the Titanic broke in two, its stern rising high above the water before plunging into the depths. Hundreds of people were thrown into the freezing water, their cries swallowed by the vastness of the ocean. The unsinkable ship, once a symbol of human ambition, had succumbed to the unforgiving power of nature. Section 8. The Aftermath. Hours later, the RMS Carpathia arrived on the scene, responding to the Titanic's distress calls. The horrifying sight that greeted them, a sea littered with debris and bodies, sent shockwaves around the world. The sinking of the Unsinkable ship became a global tragedy, claiming the lives of over 1,500 people. The aftermath of the disaster led to significant changes in maritime regulations. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, or SOLAS, was established, mandating stricter safety measures for ships, including enough lifeboats for all passengers and crew. Section 9. A Legacy Remembered. The sinking of the Titanic remains one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history. It serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the limits of human technology. The stories of the passengers and crew, their bravery, their sacrifices, their will to survive, continue to fascinate and inspire us. The Titanic's legacy lives on, not just in the countless books, films, and documentaries that have been made about her, but also in the hearts and minds of those who continue to be captivated by her tragic tale. She remains a symbol of human ambition, of the fragility of life, and of the importance of remembering the lessons learned from even the most devastating of tragedies.